Hey, my bad, y'all. I had some technical difficulties with my mic. And the mic difficulties was like I didn't even bring my mic. Like it was just tripping trying to connect to a mic that wasn't even there. But here we go. So Megan Thee Stallion, she sued Milo Grams, all right, for spreading misinformation. All right. And when we talk about spreading misinformation, we're talking about misinformation, um and pretty much supporting Tory Lanez. Yeah, let me fix that title across the board. Cause I believe I fixed it in the YouTube studio. So what you guys may see in YouTube might be correct. The Twitch title is wrong. Let me just fix that all across the board. Okay. Now for sure it's right here. All right. So listen, y'all. This is what it is. This is the anyway, the filing. All right. This is the court filing. All right. We're gonna run down through this. Okay. We gonna hit the high notes. Okay, we're gonna hit the high notes. I'm not gonna bore you with the BS. All right. So look, first of all, this is her initial thing. For years, the defendant Cooper, so Milagro, all right, continues to act on behalf of Daystar Peterson, no, it's Tory Lane, which is insane to me. Like she's not acting on his behalf. Like he don't even really know her like that. Like he really don't. And she's had her position the entire time. It'd be different if all of a sudden she started holding a different position, but she's always maintained her same position the entire time since before the trial, during the trial, after the trial. She's maintained the same position. So it can't be that Tory Lanez is pushing an agenda through her when she's maintaining her own position. All right. As online rumor mill churning out falsehoods about Miss Pete to her tens of thousands of followers on social media. Miss Peter Since Mr. Peterson's 2020 indictment, felony assault with a deadly weapon, Miss Pete to his later conviction in December of 2020. Up to today, the defendant Cooper performed Mr. Peterson's public bidding. It's not his public bidding. She literally maintained the same stance before she even knew the guy. You, who do you guys think Tory Lanez is? Who do y'all think he is? All right, did denigrate, belittle, and spread false statements. Here's the thing. All right, here's the thing. When you're talking about Milo Grams, right? She only did what she did because she was reading the court filings. She's just reading the court filings. She's reading the police reports. These are things written down and then given commentary and her own opinion. I did the same shit. Everybody did. It's just she didn't land on your side and now you're trying to sue. This is ridiculous. All right. And my thing is this: you got way more followers than she does. She's over here complaining about no other bully causing most of the stress, tarnish the reputation. What the fuck ever? Like you was fucking lying off rip. Meg, you was fucking lying. That's what it comes down to. You were fucking lying off rip. All right. The links into which Pete harassment Pete around in June, defendant encouraged her 27,000 ex followers to view a post by Bimbel that shared a doctored artificially created Miss Pete purposely purported reportedly engaging in sexual acts without Mrs. Pete's knowledge or consent. Uh, the defendant conduct led to a firestorm of negative reaction from others. The defendant doubled down on the YouTube video, claiming Miss Pete was a professional victim and denying any wrongdoing. I mean, here's the thing. I mean, she slick is a professional victim. Cause what the fuck is this? And then that tweet, um, I gotta, you know what? Let's look that up. I'm looking it up on my phone because y'all already know how X is, man. if I'm putting in Meg the Stallion deep fake, like people are gonna look people it might pop up porn. Like it might legitimately pop up porn. And I can't risk it. Uh but where's see these people are mentioning the deep fake, right? But my thing is this, where's it at? There's not even okay, it was a real video. It was a real deep fake video. Yeah, it was a real deep fake video. Okay. I just never seen it. I just never seen it. Who made it? Who made the video? That's what I'm trying to see on X here. I'm trying to see who made the video, but oh, the account that made the video, it got suspended. It got suspended. The account that made the Oh, I do remember this. I do remember this. I do remember this. I do remember this. Yeah, yeah. It was so fake. It was so fake. It was so fake. They plastered Meg the Stallion's fake on some other black girl. Because somebody posted the I remember, yeah, I remember this because I immediately like, oh, it's so crazy. Fuck. Okay, so look, the video that they put Meg's face on circulated on Twitter a long time ago, and I'd already seen it. That's why I was like, this is a nothing burger. Like I'm like everybody on Twitter, we already seen this video. Um, yeah, yeah, I thought it was a nothing burger. But people really was believing it and buying into that, which I thought was fucking insane. If she did retweet the video or say, yo, like, yay, there's this deep fake thing going on, that doesn't necessarily mean like, you know what I'm saying? Like if she claimed in her video that that was Meg the Stallion, that is wrong. That is wrong. If she did, if Milo, hey, Mila, whatever the fuck, if that Miss Cooper, if you indeed did you know, uh promote that in that video, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. Because you should have been able to find out as quickly as I did that that was fake. Um Either way it goes. And then plus the girl in the video, she wasn't tall enough. Like she wasn't tall enough. Like they put Megan's face on her, but like the torso, like the proportions, it wasn't right. It wasn't right. It wasn't right. I mean, but again, I'm a man. I'm a man, and you know what I'm saying. I pay attention to women, and I know body autonomy, like you. There wasn't anatomy. That's the word. About so I knew it wasn't right. Anyway, um, in another instance, on September 2nd of 2024, defendant Cooper accused Miss Pete of having a severe drinking problem who needs to spend more time in a relationship with herself and her therapist and maybe AA. I mean, that what that number three is gonna get thrown out. Number three is gonna get thrown out, bro. Like she can say that. You can say that. Like multiple people have said it. It's not just her. I've said it, like, multiple people online, they're like, "Yo, like, Meg be drinking a whole lot, like, that's problematic." Like, when I drink a lot, and I know other people that drink a lot, but the way Meg was drinking, like, she be drinking a lot. She do. It's just a public observation. We can see you drinking. We hear you talking about it. We can see it. It's not crazy. That's not absurd. To say like this is somebody making a public observation of what you've been saying. And yet another instance in July of 30th, defendant Cooper went so far as to cast doubt on uh Miss Pete's mental status, asking her followers if Miss Pete has a guardian or no, or whether or not she's been ever been deemed legally. Wow. Hey, that's funny. That's kind of crazy. That is crazy, but that's Like, I don't get it. Like, that's just somebody just saying crazy stuff about you. Like, is that like what? Just that's somebody just saying shit. Like people say shit about celebrities all the time. That doesn't mean you can sue them. You know what I'm saying? Like they can sue you. Like you're just making an opinion. You know what I'm saying? It's just like how people was saying like stuff about like Cat Williams and saying he was he was a druggie and all that. Like, people were just making stuff up to say. Let me see what the fuck. I'm trying to get this thumbnail out this email. Let me get this thumbnail. Come on. Come on now. Yeah, yeah, give me my thumbnail. Okay. Where okay. Let me download this. All right. The other thumb, I don't need it as immediate. Let me just I'm just gonna attach this thumbnail and then we can get back to it. We can get back to wait, where's the video? Hmm. Ah, ha, found it. Wait, wait, how am I able to okay, so I can see the hmm. Oh wow, okay. These people wait, what? Oh, okay. Man, my boy going through it. All right, let me comment real quick. All right. I just need not that not that page. I need to go this way. I need to go this way through my own account, my own alternate account. Uh through my own account. See. Okay. Maybe that then triggers the comment thing. Okay, these miserable people. Let's see what we got going on here. Dang, it won't pop up under no circumstance. All right. All right, I'll get the thumbnail added eventually. I'll get it added eventually. Probably when I'm done here. But anyway, so the defendant's low blows did not stop there. The defendant constantly resorted to name calling. I mean, you can name call anybody, bro. Like, what are we talking about here? You can name calling and characterizing her as an angry black woman and a lying asshole during her online live streams. I mean, she's allowed to say that. She's allowed to say that. Like, that's what are we talking about? What are we talking about? Like, claim number two, the deep fake porn is like now that has legs if true, but these are just like she's just stacking on just to stack on just to do it. Additionally, in and around June 29th, 2024, the defendant tried to pull information on Miss Pete's father in an attempt to publish private information about her family and cause. Hey, hey, ma'am, if you did that you crossing the line. You crossing the fucking line there. You crossing the fucking line. You're crossing the fucking line there on number 6. You're crossing the line. Let's see, number 7. Miss Pete has repeatedly tried to stop the defendant misconduct and asked what would it take to stop being posted on the defendant platform. In response, the defendant provided the snide advice that Miss Pete should just get over it and go or go away. Um, I mean, she runs a blog, like she posts about everybody and especially you. So you're just gonna have to just excuse me, you're just gonna have to hold that L. As far as things are concerned, you're just gonna have to hold that L. Like that's just what it is. That just is what it is. It's not a it's not necessarily a problem with you per se. But it is a problem that uh that you're gonna have to endure. Um yeah, that's what that is. I don't know how else to say that. I don't know how else to say that. Like you're just gonna have to endure that one. Like when you sign it's kind of unfortunate that I have to say this like this, but like when you signed up to be famous, like that's just one of the unfortunate things that come with it is that you open yourself up to public criticism, what I'm saying, of your own actions, and it's just part of it. If she wants to criticize you, that's fine. But I think that trying to contact your family members is over the line, and I think the deep fake porn stuff is crossing the line. That's lines that I definitely would not get into myself. And there's ways to talk about somebody and not get, what I'm saying, in this particular like situation or bag. Um, I was also able to figure out how to add the thumbnail. Um, the defendant, Cooper, made numerous false claims about Miss Pete and Mr. Peterson and the trial. The defendant conspiratorial relationship with Mr. Peterson is troubling. The defendant acts as a pay surrogate to. Okay, first of all, you're gonna have to check her financial records to prove that she's paid. You just can't be saying she's a paid surrogate. She's maintained the same stance the entire time. The same stance the entire time. So what are you trying to imply here? And again, only thing she did regarding the trial was read the police reports at the trial, report what she was seeing in the trial, and then there were multiple other people reporting they were seeing the same shit. The only other person that was like 110% in your camp on your side, 100% in your camp on your side was Megan the lawyer. Okay, Megan the lawyer. She's the only one that was 100% on your team the entire time because she used it as a way to leverage her career and like start a blog and all this other bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like she wouldn't acknowledge anything else. She was purposeful with her words to even help you out. I think your team, y'all even end up beginning to like send her like personalized information. But either way it goes, you know what I'm saying? Because y'all use the paid surrogate if you want to get real spicy. But anyway, but you see how I just said that, but I can't prove it. Therefore, like it's just me just saying shit. Just like y'all in here, y'all are just saying shit. You can't prove that. I have no access to your financial records or history at all. For example, on October 27th, 2024, the defendant Cooper falsely claimed that the firearm Mr. Peterson used to shoot Miss Pete was not produced during trial because it was missing. That is not the case. The firearm remains in the custody of the Los Angeles Police Department. The defendant Cooper could have easily verified this information, but instead chose to ignore it and spread lies about the integrity of the trial and related investigation. Okay, they're referencing Monday. No, Monday, the trial court up upheld his appeal, right? Upheld his appeal, and they're gonna bring it to like the actual appeal process, right? And they want the state to respond because he asked for the evidence and y'all did not produce it. The state did not produce any of it, so he could actually try to defend himself. Therefore, it is missing per se. Now, when y'all are able to produce the bullet fragments, the gun, and the other DNA evidence, then sure, it becomes what you're saying there becomes truthful. But at that current time, he made an appeal for that, and then the court agreed to hear him out. That says something to the validity of his claim. Now, whether or not it ends up being 100% true and it's not just misplaced, that remains to be seen. But in all fairness, you can't, like, to throw this in there is stupid. It's literally stupid. Because if, again, this point 9 will be destroyed if later on down the line, when he's doing his appeal process, the Los Angeles Police Department doesn't produce the firearm. All right. Additionally, defendant Cooper spread false rumors that Mr. Peters, damn, y'all were still writing stuff up until Tuesday. Additionally, defendant Cooper spread false information that Mr. Peterson did not shoot Miss Pete, even after unanimous jury appears decided otherwise. That's not what he was convicted. He wasn't convicted of actually like shooting her. That's not what the charges read. That's not what the charges read. That's not what the charges read at all. At all. Jesus Christ. No, you can't be serious. They I I I can't even. I can't even. I can't. I can't. I can't. They can't be fucking serious. You can't be fucking serious. On October, can you even prove you is the state did prove that fact. It it wasn't he didn't go to none of his charges are related to actually shooting her. I, you know what? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. We're gonna read his Tory Lanez indictment charges. I don't know what. Okay. So he got 3 felonies are assault with a semi-automatic firearm, having a loaded, unregistered firearm, and discharging a firearm with gross negligence. Oh, okay, okay. One of them is assault with a semi-automatic firearm. All right, I digress. I digress. I digress. I digress. Hey, I do custom work for streamers. No, no, I don't want it. No, 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 I don't. All right. So one of them is assault with a. All right, all right. But it's odd to me. It's odd again. To be fair, it's odd to me. It's odd to me that he got that assault and they couldn't produce the bullet fragments. That was like red flag. That's a red flag. That's a foul on the play. How do you do that? How do you do that? How do you convict someone of something like that and you don't even have the initial you don't even have the initial stuff. You don't even have what you're saying that he did. You don't have the bullets. You don't have the bullet fragments. You don't have none of that. Um so yeah, the jury convicted him of it. Sure. Yeah. Yeah, they convicted him of it. But at the same time, like they didn't have the bullet fragments, so it's kind of weird. Um and plus there was an additional initial police report that said from a licensed physician that said it was glass that cut her foot. And it's kind of interesting. It's kind of interesting because if you're in the process of removing bullet fragments, you would not look at bullet fragments and think they're glass. I've seen bullet fragments. I've held bullet fragments in my hand. um you don't mistake those for glass. You don't. You don't. It just doesn't happen. Um, anyway, even when covered in blood, but I mean, they would just rinse them off so they could see it. It doesn't look like glass. When you shoot a bullet from a gun and it shatters, it doesn't look like glass. Anyway, May 2022, the defendant posted an image of the Los Angeles Police Department report from Mr. Peterson's arrest, and she's allowed to have the opinion on number 10 that asking if whether or not you were shot. She's allowed to have that opinion. Like you can't sue somebody for defamation for not for thinking you're guilty. That's like if OJ ran around suing everybody that thinks he's guilty. People are allowed to think what they want to think. But as far as legally, it is what it is. If you are interested, I'm not interested. I don't need it. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good, fam. I'm good, fam. I don't need it. I'm good, fam. All right. So anyway, May 2022, the defendant posted an image of Los Angeles stating that the first doctor confirmed laceration due to stepping on glass and not a firearm wound. However, the information from the police report was recorded before bullet fragments were discovered in Miss Pete's foot during Miss Pete's feet during surgery. It was a foot. It was the foot, which completely debunked the defendant's post. But that did not stop the blogger from picking up on the defendant's post and spreading the misinformation. So wait, you mean to tell me this doctor, right? You mean to tell me this doctor just said it was glass just to do it, didn't examine your wound at all, didn't attempt to like clean out the wound at all or anything? Because I got stabbed in the foot and they were able to clearly tell me like what was going on and what was in my foot once they rinsed out the wound. They were able to speak with clarity of what was going on. Man, that mess hurt, by the way. That mess hurt when they was cleaning that wound in my foot. That till I had a hole in my foot. It was crazy. I was limping around and some more is um and spreading misinformation. I mean, the thing is like yeah. I mean, I guess you can call it if your side is the true sequence of events, then yeah, then that would subsequently make 11 true. That is spreading misinformation. You know what I'm saying? That would make that true. That would make that true. 12. The defendant attended the trial and live streamed her falsehoods during the hearings. The defendant's post constantly spread misinformation, challenging the stories of witnesses and their credibility while sharing their names online, amounting to witness intimidation. She was nobody at the time. She was no. She was literally nobody. What? She was nobody. And I mean that respectfully. I mean that respectfully. She was like low key nobody. Like Milo Grams was not the Milo Grams that we know today. All right, she wasn't. She wasn't at all. Like she had just started to get clout, just started to get notoriety or whatever. Like she just and the thing is like people were seeing and hearing these things from more than just her. So I like what's good? Like why'd y'all go after the black woman? Like why didn't y'all go after that other lawyer guy? That's what I'm curious about. Why'd y'all go after her, but y'all didn't go after that other lawyer guy? Because y'all knew it wasn't an easy kill? Because Meg just straight up just dislikes the Milograms? Like what's good? Like why just her and not the other dude? Because lawyers for workers, yeah. During the trial, the defendant posted the following tweets. Talk about credible. When we're all sitting in there, shut the fuck. Kelsey spoke to the prosecutors today and told them one thing, but today she lied. Kelsey said she never saw Tory pull a gun on Megan or shoot her. I mean, that's what she said in the state. You can read the statement, and that's what Kelsey said. I did a whole thing about that's what Kelsey said on the stand. I, I, I what's the problem with this tweet? What's the problem with both of these tweets? Like, you're allowed to have your own opinion. Like, what are we talking about? What is the First Amendment? Again, like the other, like I gave her credit on what was it, two and what 9, I think. But she so far only got 2 points out of this. Like of all these bullet points, only 2 of them are flying. All this case taught anyone was that your father, brother, cousin, or son could face 20 years in prison without proper evidence, a botched investigation, and another likely suspect just because non-credible witnesses said you did something. Y'all slow asses cheering. I mean, she's not wrong, like, and she's allowed to have that opinion. I mean, what's the problem with this tweet? That's what I really want to know. I want to know what's the problem with this tweet. Secondly, let's see. More recently, after posting about the lawsuit of the former videographer filed against Miss Pete in 2017, I mean 20 April 2024, and Miss Pete's motion to dismiss, the defendant also falsely claimed that Miss Pete was caught trying to deceive the courts again, referencing her testimony in trial. Enough is enough. Miss Pete is a victim of violent crime and a champion of women's rights. Blah 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 blah. Let's see the parties. Okay, all right. Let's see the citizen of Texas who permanently resides in Houston. Oh, this is interesting. And Meg the Stallion, who permanently resides in Miami. Oh, yeah, Meg probably be out there partying like a motherfucker. You in Miami? Oh yeah, you kicking it like a motherfucker. Uh, you know what I'm saying? Is that too much? Did the court has subject jurisdiction over claims, but there's a complete diversity between the parties. I'm not pushing you. I'm not pushing you, but I have a basic idea for your channel to gain many followers and viewers. What do you want? Like, what do you want? What do you want? Like you first you started with like me trying to get me to buy custom artwork. And now you're like, oh yeah, here's how you can gain followers. Like, what do you want? What do you want? Um yeah, the court has personal jurisdiction over the defendant Cooper. Blah 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 blah. Oh, she filed this in Florida, so Cooper's gonna have to go down to Florida. Commit whatever. Factual allegations. Defendant Cooper is a well-known online social media grift. Damn, damn, got a grifter who traffics false and sensationalist narratives. I mean, she's missed a couple times, but everybody misses. Hell, CNN and Fox News fucking miss. Everybody misses every now and then. Hell, I've missed. You know what I'm saying? The defendant controls and operates an X formal account under the screen name Milagro Gramz, Instagram, TikTok account under username Milagro Gramz, and a YouTube account under the screen name Mob Radio. Collectively, the social media her social media accounts. The defendant has the power to determine the subject matter and specific content that is published on her social media accounts, and to remove or refrain from publishing content if she chooses. The defendant is the sole writer or editor of every post on her social media account, but that was actually false. She's actually has hired different individuals throughout the time. Well, particularly one, she said this guy named Mike. So that's false. On information and belief, defendant Cooper deployed and continues to deploy fake bot accounts on her social media accounts to attack any social media users who defend Miss Pete or criticize the defendant's characterizations of it. What? Man, hell no, bro. Hell no, bro. Hell no. Don't some of those are real people and other people are fucking trolls, bro. But what you're not gonna do is then tell me that this girl that is an up and coming blogger has bot accounts to respond to people that go against the narrative that she's pushing against going against the narrative that she's pushing. That's no, hell no, ain't no fucking way. The defendant engaged in a year-long campaign of harassment against Miss Pete throughout the trial, Mr. Peterson's trial, and through today. Defendant Cooper has engaged in a campaign of harassment on behalf of Mr. Peterson to spread false and harassing messages about Miss Pete on her social media accounts based on her close relationship but Mr. Peterson and his father, like, I mean, they grew closer over time. It wasn't at first. She didn't know him. He didn't know her. Like, that's for a fact. In June of 2024, the Deep uh, shows purporting to show an artificially created video version of blah 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 blah. It's unknown who created the deepfake video. Miss P had no knowledge of or involvement in the creation of the distribution of the deepfake video, nor did she consent and authorize the creation of the deepfake video. On or about June 8th, the defendant Cooper published on her X account a post that encouraged her followers to watch the deepfake video. As reported in news publication Uprocks, encourages users to check the deepfake video out. Numerous individuals followed her advice and access to defend from the defendant X Cooper page. I mean, whether they accessed it from her page or it was just sitting there on X, like it literally was just sitting there, and it was fake. And it was fake. Published a video on a YouTube account addresses that X post related to the deepfake video. In YouTube post, the defendant shares an image of Miss Pete over a news channel and question Miss Pete as a professional victim. A true, correct copy of the screenshot below is MTS a professional victim? I mean that she can ask the question. I mean, she can ask the question. She can make that a thumbnail. I mean, like that's that's not that's not insane. That part's not insane. That that's a she can ask the question. She can make her own conclusion. Like that what's illegal here? That's what I want to know because like YouTube is gonna burn in hell if all this stuff is just like illegal. Like cuz a lot of those videos, like hell, you have the Mr. B stuff that's unproven. You have the allegations against hell, Andrew Tate haven't been fully proven. You got allegations against Trump that aren't fully proven for a fact. You have allegations against Kamala Harris that aren't proven to be a fact, but people run with it as thumbnails. You got Beyonce stuff, you got Jay-Z stuff, you got Drake stuff, you got Kendrick Lamar stuff. I mean, there's this whole ecosystem around people like addressing the allegations and giving their commentary and thoughts on what they think might be true. If that's all defamatory, that's all illegal, we are all in trouble. YouTube is cooked. News itself is cooked. You're not allowed to question anyone. You're not allowed to like make any type of like frame of reference of what you're thinking about. Like this lawsuit, and this is the only reason I'm covering this lawsuit because this part of this lawsuit is like baffling to me because it puts us all in a really precarious situation and like it's really bad. Like anybody could end up being sued and go to jail. Anybody. Anybody. I wonder if I would have left up all my Meg the Stallion like trial stuff. Because I eventually took it down because it just like it was getting suggested against videos that I didn't want it to get suggested against. Like so I just removed them because I was trying to like push in a different direction. You know what I'm saying? Like I was over the trial, like it was a year later. I'm like, cool, let's get rid of those videos because this is like 2023. I got rid of all those videos and then I started moving in my other direction and then I just cover stuff here and there as it comes up now. But like if I would have left those videos up, would I be getting sued? Because I had her on the thumbnail and I was just talking about the trial itself. What is the bar? Like, what is the bar? Anyway, the defendant then shared a screenshot of an X post saying, go to my likes. Oh, that's kind of crazy. A true correct copy of the screenshot is below. Go to my like. This post has been deleted. Hey. Directing people again, that deepfake shit that might fuck you. That might fuck you on the defamation stuff. That might fuck you because, and especially whatever you said in that video, because you know what I'm saying, like that. that's kind of I don't I that's why I didn't suggest anybody go look at it or anything. I just kind of looked at it myself and was like, okay, cool, and never covered it because like that's a dicey situation. That's just dicey. That's just dicey. You on the deepfake porn shit, she's probably fucking cooked on the deepfake porn stuff. She's probably fucking cooked. But the other areas of this lawsuit are so weak and stupid. I don't even know why any good lawyer would bring it forward. The defendant's likes page included a post that promoted, transmit, posted, and or shared a publication of a deepfake video. Thus, her followers gained to access the deepfake video. I mean, it was right there on X. Like it was just right there. Like you could literally just see it. You could literally just see it. I didn't even see it through Milo. Like I seen it myself through another means, like another page. Like it was just being circulated. It was being reposted. Um but again, um her sharing it like that is fucked. That is fucked. The defendant Cooper affirmed this in her YouTube post where she's told her followers told whoever follows me on social media, go to my likes and see what we're discussing, which confirmed that she encouraged her followers to watch the deepfake video. Uh, I mean, yeah, but I immediately knew it was false, and I think everybody kind of got on her ass collectively. Not me, because I was talking about other shit. Because there's like more pressing issues going on, other stuff, and I was like, if I cover the other stuff, like I can get views off of this other stuff because everybody's just talking about this big bullshit. Um, Most recently, on October 27th, 2024, the defendant Cooper made the false, outlandish claim that Mr. Peterson used the firearm that da 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 da. The defendant, I didn't I tell y'all that the gun was never presented in court? That ain't make no damn sense. Like they gave a serial number and breezed past it. Like who? Like first of all, whose is it? Origin point, please. Um, file paperwork that the gun in the case associated with the crime has gone missing. I mean, that has to be proven. Like, we don't know if what Tory Lanez is saying is true that he wasn't able to get access to it. That's gonna be discovered during the appeal. If indeed what he's alleging is true, that they don't have the firearm, that they don't have the bullet fragments, and he wasn't able to properly level an appeal because he doesn't have the proper evidence to then prove his own innocence against, like that is foul. Like that is foul, and that is a grounds to release him. Um, Not to say that he didn't do it, but that is a grounds to release him. The defendant's statements recklessly disregarded the truth and suggested the firearm was never making a scrambling right now. Hey, it is crazy. It's crazy. Suing a blogger, like, and the deep fake porn shit is probably the only shit that Milo's crooked on. Like, that's it. That's the only thing I can go, yeah, you're probably fucked. You're probably fucked because that's fucked up. It is. It is. It's fucked up. Like I ain't gotta be a big Meg fan to know that I wouldn't want that happening of like my sister or my mother. Like that's fucked. That is. And to not immediately go like disprove it. Like try and prove whether it's false or true first. Like just what I'm saying, immediately. Like I was able to do that like super fast that day. Like I immediately was like, nah, that's not real. Boom. Like, and it wasn't hard, and a bunch of us knew. Like, that's why she had to go through and start deleting the tweets because everybody we kind of knew, like, yo, this wasn't real. Like, I remember that back in June. Like, she got like rightfully cooked for that. And it is fucked up. Anyway, back to the case itself. Um, because it had allegedly disappeared, it has not. The firearm remains. It's standard procedure in California criminal cases to show an image of the firearm in question rather than present the firearm in court. The defendant could have easily verified this information, but chose to ignore it and instead promulgates lies about the integrity of the trial and related investigation on October 24th. Can you even prove that you was shot? October 5th, the defendant posted on her X account. Milagro, stop talking about the case. We moved on. Every time they lie, I'm gonna make y'all cry. Uh, the defendant is referring to is Miss Pete and her supporters. Uh, again. This is again an oddity of the case was that Kelsey was not tested against the gun. Chelsea was not tested against the gun. And even in the eyewitness's testimony, he saw a woman go back to the car and come back towards her, which would imply like, yo, I went to go get the gun and up the tool on you for whatever reason it was, again. Um, and I think that is a mischaracterization of justice to not test every individual that was there and could have used a firearm. A defendant Cooper also commented in a follow up quote: "If y'all believe her, if is why is who shot Meg a question being posed? Y'all so timid. Speak up." Defendant Cooper reposted an online petition on September 15th, 2024 that encouraged her followers to sign the petition to free citing exposure when they she can do that. She is allowed to support him. Like no, like bro, it's no different than supporting your cousin Pookie and putting his change.org position up there and thinking that he's innocent and he didn't shoot nobody. She's allowed to have an opinion. It's the same way people are allowed to think OJ fucking did it. You are allowed to have your own opinion. It's like the girl that put her baby in a microwave and didn't end up going to jail for really no time. Like everybody knows that she's a bad mother and that she did it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how we talk about her. That's how we talk about her. For sure, everybody does. People make jokes about it. It's on SNL and all that other good shit. Um, her getting shot is still sketchy to me. How is someone walking with no pain after getting shot in their foot is mind boggling. Fam, I look, I 110% agree. I ended up getting a hole in my foot, bro. From like I stepped on something. I got a hole in my foot. Bro, I could not I was limping, visibly limping. It took a huge chunk out of my foot. I was visibly limping. If you had that type of cut on your foot, you know what I'm saying? Like you're not walking around like that. You're not. You're not. You know what I'm saying? But the wound might have been more superficial than we were led on to believe. I don't know. We don't know. Uh anyway, because I don't know. Like am I allowed to have an opinion about that? Like am I allowed to say what I'm thinking? Like is the First Amendment real? What are we doing? Like on September 2nd, the defendant Cooper reposted a video talk show. Host stated Megan allegedly still has a severe drinking problem from what I've heard. I think she needs to spend more time in a relationship with herself and a therapist and maybe I mean she's allowed to have an opinion about that. Excuse me. Defendant Cooper's obsessive post about Miss Pete continued in August 2024 when she posted a tweet asking if Meg the Stallion was caught trying to deceive the court again. I mean, the defendant continued to spew false narratives about Miss Pete. On July 30th, Cooper posted a podcast style video on X, which she states, what is Megan's mental status? Does she have a guardian or not? Has she been listed as a capable person? Has he ever been deemed like legally retarded? Like anything of that nature, anything of the sort. Okay, that is kind of fucked. That's kind of fucked. But at the same time, uh I, are you I mean, like, is it a joke? Is it not a joke? Like, you're kind of allowed to just talk shit about people if you want to. I don't know, man. I don't know. Uh, she posted the following statement on December 24th. Megan wants to know what has she what she has to do to stop being posted on certain outlets. And then she says she's going to uh Cardi B, y'all hoes. My suggestion would be to just get over it and go away. Cardi B won her case because Tasha K handed to her. Other than that, you're going to get posted. Oh well. Like, yeah, you just can't shoe blogs because they want to post you and you don't like the coverage. Like, that's kind of fucked. Um Shared audio of defendant Cooper calling a line as hoe. I mean, she's allowed to say that. She's allowed to have that opinion. I mean, Meg the Stallion did lie. And she's even in her own documentary admitting to having lied to Gayle King. I I I I I don't think this is what you wanted to do after your documentary. You should have did this case before your documentary came out. And claiming that she ruined Tory Lanez life. I mean, she's allowed to say that. Even in even the defendant Cooper's friend King Noor exposed her for working alongside King Noor. Also noted that the defendant has a disdain for Megan and that she talks to Tory's daddy in effort to leak information to the press that comes from Peterson himself. Another example of defendant Cooper. Who the fuck is King Noor? That's not even a real name. The fuck? Just some username? Another example of defendant Cooper reckless regard for the truth is made 22nd on her ex account. Defendant could post an image of the confirmed laceration, step in the glass, not a firearm. However, the information from the police report was recorded before the bullet fragments were discovered in Miss P's foot during surgery, which completely debunked the defendant's post. But I mean, here's the thing though. Uh the bullet fragments weren't presented at trial. They weren't presented at trial. They weren't presented at trial. You're gonna tell me there's bullet fragments. They keep those type of items. They weren't. They weren't presented at all. Nonetheless, bloggers, podcasters, like academics, and presented defendants post alongside conspiracy theories that Miss Pete was never shot. Rather than retract the statutory, defendant doubled down to NBC News, stating everything is not going to be something that was intended to be a factual statement. It might have comedic effect. Defendant Cooper also doubled down on her falsehood throughout the trial, and she indeed traveled from Houston to Los Angeles to attend the court proceedings and live stream her I mean, she's allowed to attend the court proceeding. That's public, and she's allowed to report on it, and or give her opinions and give her commentary because this is America. If you don't like her commentary, oh fucking well, go to another country. Um, Megan paid Kelsey rent for a year. If that would have been Tory, that would have been a bribe. Guess what? Uh, Sean Hawley wasn't representing Tory when Kelsey says Tory said my lawyer said to word things in a particular way. Like that was never like he was never just like he was never on probation. These hoes very slow. Uh talking about credible when we're sitting right there. The audio pulled on the heartstrings of all the people that aren't willing to say, but wait, what about the gunshot residue on your hands and the witness statements or the fact that she said nothing like this weren't going to speak until she was told it could be her. All this taught anyone da 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 da. Okay, that's the same post. I don't know. Like, what do you want? God bless this woman in all seriousness. This woman was tormented on the internet relentlessly while pregnant with her first child by her best friend who could have easily told people to stop. The girls lying lipo best friend friend, man, fucker. Sad shit to see. Child, fuck Kelsey too, but Megan was dead ass wrong. I mean, yeah, Meg was dead ass wrong. Um, Someone trolled Kelsey and spoke ill of the deceased father, and that's disgusting. She then took it upon herself to find out what school they went to and called them. This is the same one that claimed she did Megan's homework, right, child? Shouldn't she have reported her damn self? They want damages of about $75,000. I mean, like the damages amount isn't even like a crazy amount. This is even a crazy amount. And really what this lawsuit does, I don't think there's anything else to really talk about. Yeah, yeah. Okay, whatever. I'm closing this. Look, in closing, so look, so hear me out. What this actually does is just causes a chilling effect, okay, on potential coverage that anyone else is gonna do about Meg the Stallion, about Tory Lanez, and it's basically they're suing her to discourage other people from covering it. Why would you do that? Because as he said, you're scrambling. You're afraid of whatever's in this appeal. Like you have to be, because most people that have a open shut case, they don't do what you're doing. They don't sue the blog sites or none of that. They just kind of just go, okay, you'll see the result. Like, but I believe you're afraid of what may or may not come out during that appeal process, and you're trying to like basically make everybody afraid to actually speak about this incident. That's what you're doing. There's no other reason to sue these people. Like, there's no other reason. And you're only suing for 75,000. You don't even need the money. It doesn't even really stop Milo. That's a payable amount. Because the court is going to give you payment terms. It's not like you're going to just up and just pay it out of nowhere. Like, you're going to get reasonable payment terms and you're going to pay this off. You're going to pay your fine. Whoop de fucking do. What is this supposed to be? Like, what's going on? Like, I really want to know what's going on behind the scenes, but I'm not that plugged in. You know what I'm saying? Especially not on that particular issue. But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all are thinking in the comment section down below. I know y'all probably didn't expect me to be live, you know what I'm saying, today, but hey, I had some time. I still managed to, as I told y'all, I'm going to the gym and stuff, you know what I'm saying, working on myself. You know what I'm saying? We'll see results in 2025. We'll see some results in 2025, you know. But anyway, y'all have a good one. Stay blessed. I'm gonna get up out of here. And if you like this video, subscribe. Oh shoot.